Okay, everybody, this is John,
This nerd leader.
and I keep forgetting this. No. I wish I could get that a little higher. Actually, okay, we're getting started here. When I got this mic, I had it set up in a way where it would come out, like, perfectly. Like, it would be, like, right where I needed it. But it blocks this screen, and from where you're sitting, it blocks this screen.
Yeah.
So that just wasn't going to work, and I was kind of hoping this back arm would come up more than what it does. It's the way, like, it's all put together when the arm comes out, like, it just...
It has more tension from the springs and stuff.
Yeah, so trying to move this up opens this out more. And you know, it's just a pain in the ass.
You should need a good piece of like baling wire and dangle it from the ceiling.
I'm just in here doing this Michael Buffer style.
I guess. Get out the block and tackle.
Alright, so I think we're looking for Miller again. I think I gotta go back to him and be like, alright, sign this.
Of course, thinking about block and tackle makes me think of, do you remember back in the day when everyone's dad was into bungee cord? They were like, it's the greatest thing ever.
Yes.
Where he came from. Come on, son. That's scary.
Oh my. That just put me in a really weird spot. Yeah.
You know, even though they can be annoying, I have to say the people who design these games are pretty good at making guys like Kaisar or Miller, because Miller, you can just tell he's the guy with the highest charisma in this band of guys. And it's hard to describe what I mean, but think of his character design. You know what I mean about that, right? Like,
He's a good man,
kind of that he's not just some dude.
and the debt, well, I have no choice but to believe you. Is your payment wayfarer? Let's not speak about this again. Our business is concluded. In fact, it never happened. Yes. What's it for? Why would you want to go in there? To tear up the place, knowing you? Alright, I'll sign. Miller. Sorry, how you cursive. That's all, is it? Yep. We'll get the rounds next time.
That...
Whoa.
Entering Tommy Soldier personality. Greetings, Wayfarer. I have some orders for you. High Command tasked me with tracking you down.
What?
Is that robot a Tommy? Oh, it is.
What are you playing?
For quite a while, actually. You're quite difficult to catch up with. I was sure at some point you were just teleporting, but I have managed to catch you now, which is all that
What?
matters.
It wasn't a meta joke, was it?
HQ requires your assistance in locating a missing team of Tommies. They were dispatched to investigate a distress call emanating from an old Tower Hamlets Pindar station. Unfortunately, I do not have any more information on the matter, I'm afraid. Mum's the word and all that. All I know is that Tommies were dispatched in haste and did not report back. It is imperative that HQ locate them and find out what happened.
You know, him changing to Tommy mode made me think of probably one of the most prescient things and what's coming up for us in the future. Is that from Futurama, specifically, is that part where they turned the ship's voice from male to female and started seeing it differently.
Yeah.
You know, it's like... Because I told you my dad did that with his GPS, right? Like, it started off with a male voice, and he just, it was pissing him off left and right. So he changed it to a female voice, and he was okay with that, but he started being sexist towards it.
That guy.
Wonderful.
Yeah, sure, fuck it, whatever.
High radiation reading in the area, so be sure to take appropriate precautions. Discover what happened to the missing Tommies.
My brother did that, where he would, he had one of those, tom-toms.
What's that?
It's a
GPS
it is
type
a
thing?
GPS
Okay,
device.
okay.
And one of the things they advertised is that you could download voice packs for it.
Oh, kind of like, what was it on where they had Morgan Freeman being their GPS?
Yeah, like that's exactly it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Morgan Freeman did.
Oh,
He
yeah.
might have, but fuck, I don't know. My brother had like a bunch of them. Remember we went down to Birmingham once, and his GPS was a Australian man
Oh.
hitting us with like slang and shit on the way down there. Just like, all right, man.
You know, I've been seeing an upswing, and maybe it's just what's been recommended to me of various people, like on YouTube or Twitch and stuff, who are Australian.
Oh. Wait a
So
minute.
can Bloody Mess eventually get to 20%? It said there were 4 levels of it, and the first one gave you 5.
Damn, it's gonna be a while till I get that one.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Well, it
Yeah.
looks like that's how it's going. Wow, you have to be a while before you get another level of that, too. They're like, you got too many of the good perks.
I guess.
This does seem to be a game where you start out deficient and have to build up to competence. Like, I know that seems, well, that's obvious in an RPG, but you know what I mean, right? Like, kind of how in Fallout 3, you start out as a fully, like, normal strength character, and perks are, well, in addition to that, as opposed to the foundation of your strength, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that's not the way it is in 4, but, like, would you say you feel more...
No, there is a feeling of competence in the protagonist of Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4. It feels like your character knows how to deal with the situation. Now, are you going to be successful? Well, you can still be outpowered. You can still be outgunned. You can still be, Well, in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, I would not say that you get outmaneuvered. It's more just the 5 of them just roll up on you, just blasting you with shotguns.
So sometimes there's a lot of guys.
So... But no, generally speaking, in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, if I'm... if I'm fighting something one-on-one,
Mm-hmm.
I generally feel fairly confident about it, unless it's like a Deathclaw or a bear, Yao Guai or whatever.
And even them, they're only really dangerous at low level.
Yeah.
Like, once you can shoot them fast enough.
So, I feel the opposite about this character. Now, going a endurance strength build is the way to go in this game.
I am curious with the way this game... There you
Hey.
go. There's a non-hostile one. Didn't even say he's affiliated with anybody. Wait, is... Oh, that's her talking. It's like, is that the one half chopped apart talking? You know, thinking of robots and stuff, we have a lot of fiction about robots being people, right?
Yeah.
But I think one thing we need more of to prepare people mentally for robots is having more fiction where robots are robots. And that we have to get over that. And I partially mean that when they start being people, they're still going to be robots. You know what I mean? Kind of like, I could easily see asking a robot, what do you want? And it's like, to fill my programming. They won't probably say it like that, but you know what I mean? It's like, well, I want to do what I was made to do. It's literally what I want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard, I haven't actually seen the movie, that Big Hero 6 is really good about that it portrays a character who over-anthropomorphizes his robot, but his robot's like, I'm a robot. I think like a robot. I haven't actually seen it, I need to check it out, but like, that basically that he gives the people answers that a robot actually would, and they extrapolate more from what he's saying than he's saying.
Yeah.
But I could, that's just something I heard. I don't know if it's actually that deep, but I kind of think we need a little bit more of that, because think of how much, have you ever been mad at a cash register like it has any level of sentience? And I'm not saying you sit there and yell at it, but if you get that anger inside of you, and it's like, it's natural, but it's as though it's adversarial to you, and it's like a washing machine. Your washing machine's not like, nah, fucks this guy's socks. I mean, it's kind of like
cash. I would say cash register is a perfect example, because I've worked retail and I cannot tell you how many times I've said, fuck you, you goddamn register. Fuck.
I mean, this conversation's making me think of when people actually get into programming and learn, that when I type in something to make happen in a game, or when you see those lines of code, that's just their shorthand, that they had all this backlog of like tons of just wall of symbols that made that happen. But you had one miss cap, write it again. I mean, if you want to see what programs actually look like, open them in a Word document.
I had to do a little bit of that at SIU. I was just getting started into it, and there were days I could get like simple shit to just run first try. Nothing complicated.
Yeah.
We're talking code that's like in the hundreds of lines at the most. But anyway, I can only imagine what it takes to get. I'm sorry. The There's days I could get that shit to just run, and then there'd just be days where I could stare at it for hours. I couldn't tell you what was wrong with it and why it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do.
Ah. Well, yeah, you know, when people talk about it, like, okay, you could argue that Final Fantasy VII, the original one, was a game that they were like, holy shit, it's starting to work, ship it right now. And people talk about spaghetti code and stuff, and it's like, do you know how much code goes into, like, even those old games from 30 years ago? Like,
Lots.
think of how much code is just associated with rad shrews in this game. You know, because there's their existence, then there's their graphic, and then there's all of the, you know, like, little minutia of that, and then what they drop, where they are, and a million other things I don't even fucking know about, you know, like...
Yeah.
Well done, companion. They won't forget us.
God save our gracious Queen, long live
You know, they keep mentioning the Queen. Have you heard anyone mention her in, like, actual dialogue?
Yes, I think that's why I'm getting the petition.
Ah, okay.
Well, no, it's so that I can go into Parliament.
Yeah, to go into the room that Smythe is in or whatever, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
I don't know if that's actually relevant to the world or if it's just British dialogue for people to have.
It's Fallout, so it could be either or. Hello.
Hello. I was thinking, did they make her some weird mutated frog woman or something? And that made me think of, I was looking through Skyrim mods recently, and there's one to play slowed.
Huh.
You found slowed soap, right? You know, it's like a potion ingredient or whatever. Well, the slowed are like these... You come across one in Redguard, but they're these like, kind of underwater, bloated, weird-looking creatures.
Okay.
And they're technically important to the lore. Kind of like, you know those, like, octopus guys in, like, Morrowind, and I think in Oblivion they're more like crayfish. Those guys technically used to, rule big undersea empires. Now they're just monsters. Not that they've become less intelligent or anything, they just, that's all they end up being, practically speaking, because you never go to underwater realms or anything. I think that's all from, like, the super ancient past when Earth, I guess not Earth, but Nirn was covered in water mostly.
Hmm.
And, like, races like humans and elves just lived on little islands. Which, that's an example of just how, even if it wasn't as screwed up as it's become, just how kind of hard to tell what the deal is with some Elder Scrolls lore. It's because it's like, if you think about it, the world being in a state like that a very long time ago kind of goes against a lot of what the races have to say about religion.
Absolute gin from last night. That bog system gin is tastier than you imagine.
I like Skyrim. It's pretty good, but I am perplexed at it feeling like the world has gone backwards.
Ah, yeah. I wonder how much they added crossbows just so people didn't feel that way. They're like, maybe they were like, Fable set itself forward and added crossbows. We'll remind people it's not the past with crossbows.
Yeah,
But,
that's maybe.
But I mean, I know what you mean, like, because people are like, why does magic suck so much? But it's like, why does everything so limited and, like, there's, like... Because even on the warrior side of things, it feels like there's a lot less. Kind of like... And in a the world has regressed kind of way, not just, like, they're giving us less options kind of way. Because that's what it feels like. I know it is just they're giving us less options to make it a simpler, more condensed game, but, like, it feels more diegetic, like you said, like it's regressed in some way or something. But something I think Skyrim could do with is throwing weapons.
Pole arms.
Yeah, be nice to have spears. Good for the old back away and poke. Are they getting off to the Atkins?
I guess.
Whose area is this?
Pistol. Oh, okay, so that wasn't a person earlier.
It's a level of person, I guess it's a level of, like, faction association.
Perhaps.
Kind of like the pups or dogs or stuff like that. There was a named chick on that couch back there.
No. We're trying to go down.
Wait, turn around. That person I think had the thing on them that was laying in that bed. Oh no, maybe it just flashed on them for a second. Okay, never mind. Might have just been shine. No.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Man, this is really fucking back here.
Never seen you before.
So is this faction like, we want to like really capture the essence of hanging out in a shitty mall?
I have to join. Will you run that by me again?
To any old sod's cause? If you were a member of the Pistols, it would be a different story.
I mean, don't you want to just like live in Hot Topic?
No, I want to burn the Hot Topic.
Oh, do they have any factional enemies so you can kill them and supplant them and have them sign your petition?
I'm a big fan of awkward silences. Say something, shall we?
I don't know. Okay. Now, this isn't like any sort of serious commitment now, is it? I mean, this isn't like joining like a gym.
They're like, we won't make you swear anything, but you have to get an earring.
Stick around.
I'm out.
You just go here, talk to people, ask questions. Let's make sure you really want to join the Pistols first.
Now you have to go like schmooze and see if they're a group you want to be a part of.
The Pistols or anything.
It's like, lady, I already know I don't. Just sign my shit.
It's like, look, can I just give you money?
Unfortunately, most of them are currently dealing with an influx of commuters in Camden Town Station. Meanwhile, a group of hooligans made it past our defences, taking out residents in the Camden School commune.
Sounds like two different quests in a row.
Classes going for our young citizens. There's a fat chance of that happening now with them in the way. If you could find a way to take care of the hooligan situation, I might be willing to chat Pistols membership.
They're hooligans. They're gonna fucking die. There's no discussion about it. There's no this, that, or the other. It is time. They go. Oh, that's for the
Hooligans
partition.
are one of those factions that when you first come across them, that you're like, are they a faction? It's like, oh, they're one of those factions that'll be a problem forever.
Oh. Wait, where was I going? Oh my god, not there.
Hey, I'm standing here, mate. Bit of respect, yeah?
This way.
It's like just enjoying the physics.
How far do I gotta go? Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot we were still playing a game.
Ah. That was a particularly long loading screen.
Yeah, it was. I was wrong, by the way. I thought there was like a mod to fix some of the loading times. There's not.
Oh.
I'm not sure where I thought I saw that. Oh, one of the things I meant to do during the break was check the mods to make sure they're loading properly.
Mm. Because, you know, wild dogs and stuff are an example of something that, like, You talk about everything throwing your lives away. I'm not saying they wouldn't be a danger in real life, but there's also a chance they'd just see you and get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Like,
I wish people would surrender.
I
think they're a little better about it in this than like Skyrim, because in Skyrim they don't go very far and then just
kind of duck.
they duck and then they're like, gotcha. You know, in this they kind of seem to run a good distance away.
Yeah. Of course, something else that would be more realistic, kind of like dogs just randomly running away from you, would be some of the various like scavengers and other types of enemies like that who, like the I can't remember what the ones with hoods are called. But I almost feel like every encounter with them should have a chance that the whole group of them just tries to evade you. You know what I mean? They like kind of see them and then break and run.
Yeah.
So think of often in real life, especially if it was a world where like people could be as well armed as that. You saw that ladder going down there, right?
Yeah, but I need to come this way.
Okay. But there'd be a lot of times when you might hear somebody in like a building or something, and then like go and try to check it out and find nobody because they like got out of there before you even got into the building. You know. Like I'm not even chancing this encounter. Or something that does happen in Skyrim that doesn't seem to happen in this is like when bandits and stuff will be like, hey, don't get any closer to our place. You know what I mean?
Scavengers act that way.
Okay.
But hooligans don't.
Of course, thinking of that kind of stuff makes me think of something I noticed in Borderlands, the original one, is that sometimes the enemies in that will have dialogue that is not directly related to actually whether or not they're alerted to you. You'll be like in the general area where they are, but you can tell if you actually pay attention that they haven't been alerted, they don't know you're there, but their characters are starting to talk shit to you. Because they will come over and be like, you know, hey, get out of here, or something like that sometimes if you're encroaching on their territory. But sometimes you'll hear them say stuff like, you know, as though they're trying to start a fight with you. And like I said, they literally don't know you're there. They're walking away, you know what I mean, just patrolling and stuff. And sometimes I feel like, from the NPC perspective, they're like, to the dialogue, shut up, he's leaving us alone. You know. Because there have been a couple times I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta fight these guys because they noticed me, and I look over at them, it's like, oh, they didn't notice me.
Okay.
Yeah, we know where they relieve themselves. Oh wait, I guess it shows you them on your thing, doesn't it? Like.
Yeah, but I was kind of got turned around, I think, because I'm trying to turn in this quest or mission or thing. Oh wait,
Can
it's
you
taking me.
even though
Wait, it's making me come back here. Do I need to go inside? Oh, I need to go inside. My bad. I got distracted by the spinning thing. A lot of people.
It looked like there was something in like, is that one of those special drinks?
What was keeping me from walking forward?
Oh.
Ah.
Ooh, they came up to your level. You know, I was thinking about how the smoke from a Molotov cocktail would last longer than it does in this, but that made me think of, you know, something you don't see incorporated into designs of buildings and fantasy games that you really should?
What's that?
Chimneys. Now, it might seem odd, like, why would a castle need a bunch of chimneys or something? It's like, they were burning torches and oil stuff in there all day. It needed to go somewhere so they didn't suffocate, you know. Like, longhouses and stuff had, you know, holes in certain parts of the roof to let that stuff out, you know, like...
You know, you see that stuff on the outside of them a lot of times, but you're right, there are times where you don't see it, like, inside. What the fuck?
It was weird.
Yes, it was. Okay.
You need to go up those steps.
Yeah, I just...
Although one of them is below you.
Oh, wow. Is there... Oh, okay. There's him. I thought there was... I thought I killed another named enemy.
We're not alone. You know there's peace.
Alright. They let me know where to go to kill a whole bunch of people. Sweet.
How much would you say the game feels less resource-oriented or draining or whatever because you don't have to maintain your weapons anymore? Because I was thinking about that. A big part of why it always feels like I'm running out of resources in 3. Not, well, I can't say always, like, that run I did recently, I didn't really ever feel like I was running out, but I was very specific in everything I was doing. I never just kind of dicked around.
Yeah.
But, like, generally I always feel like I'm always running out of something. You know what I mean? Like, is there a lot less of that feeling in 4?
In 4, if you take the right perks, you would never feel that way.
Okay.
If you put it on higher difficulties and didn't take those perks, you would probably feel that way.
Is it with ammo, or, like, what do you feel like you run out of?
Ammo can be one, and sometimes stim packs.
Okay.
There's times, in one of my early playthroughs of 4, it kind of felt like the game would have occasional dry spells with stim packs. They didn't last very long or anything. It just kind of felt like it took longer to find them.
What are they dependent on that? Is it a flat rate, or is it dependent on something like in 3 it was dependent on your healing skill, but I know there aren't skills in that, so like...
It's a percentage. So like I think you take the medic perk and that will increase each time.
What's it get up to? Does it ever get up to 100%?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it starts at 30, then goes to 40. I think in Fallout 4 it gets up to 100. I don't know about this.
Okay.
I think I did take one perk of medic. You know, one thing that's nice is this gives you like skill, perk-based dialogue options. I like that. There was like, you remember last time where I had like I had to be the guy to give dude the injection or whatever.
Yeah.
And me having like that perk of medic was what got me past it.
I feel like I had some really high stat one or that from what we saw. I do kind of wonder, like, and I don't mean this in a good or a bad way, just kind of curious, how many situations like that, not necessarily that one specifically, but there were like, if you had everything all the way up somehow, let's say we cheated at the beginning and gave you all stats and all perks all the way up.
Yeah.
How many times there'd be like 5 different things that can accomplish it? You know what I mean? I'm sure I noticed in this whenever there are multiple ones though, what the requirements are vary. It's like, well, you could use charisma and strength to do this, but it'll take more charisma than strength, or vice versa.
Yeah. Wait.
It's the Simon Petition will break all your bones.
In retrospect, that's the one I should have done.
So the moral is, remember kids, just threaten the guy in his underwear.
It's just, oh my god, that maze. If I'd have gone back after doing all of that and he'd have been like, nah, I'm not going to sign that. I'm like, motherfucker, you were signing this.
I was thinking, the crevice told me not to. I have something for your crevice.
God, that old maze part sucked. All of these others haven't been, like, terrible. The one for, what's his name? Face? The prince or whatever. That was bordering into stupid.
No, it was stupid, but it wasn't agonizing.
Yeah. And, the one for Miller was surprisingly simple and straightforward. That is what... The one that I did for Miller is what I expected all of them to be, and the one that I did for the Canyon people is what I had to do for Miller.
Yeah.
So far, this has been pretty straightforward. I'm waiting for the fucking twist here.
Yeah.
She said she talked to him about membership, so maybe I still have to do something to become a member. And that wouldn't be too bad depending on what it is. It kind of feels like they're making me do kind of 2 quests in one.
Yeah.
Oh, I need you to go to this guy and clear my debt with him. Okay, to clear the debt, I need you to go over here and do this.
Really? Impressed. There were quite a few of them.
There were?
You're modest. I like that. So, Pistol's membership. Are you interested?
I'm sorry, that's not modesty. Killing a building full of people, it was nothing. No, that's fucking bragging on people. Like, I killed like 20 guys. I didn't even break a sweat. I don't even think my pulse went up. it's nothing. Like, dude.
Splendid. Each potential member is required to obtain sponsorship from 3 members of the council.
Okay.
To start, I'd like you to speak to Palmyra.
Okay, here's where this just got bullshit.
They've both been having issues.
So you're gonna have to do like quests for at least 3 different council members.
Palmyra works in hydroponics. The captain should be around Camden Town Station. It's best to let them explain. It's as much for you as it is for us. Think of this as a trial run. You don't need to agree with all of us ideologically on everything. Blimey, that would be impossible. However, there are some fundamentals we do need to agree on. Good.
I think that is exactly what I would have said in that situation. Okay. Can you sign this now?
I mean, you know, aside from like, you know, not moving their arms when they dance, I'm not sure what their ideals are.
You'll notice I didn't ask. And she said it didn't matter if it lined up or not, and I was like, okay, well, I just need this shit signed. Oop. Nope, not this way. Okay.
Can't wait for today to be over. Knackered. Hello. What can I do for you? It's too early and I'm too hungover to talk about feeling with you.
I do like how they just basically used like the settlement builder for a bunch of these.
Yeah, that is what that is, isn't it?
You know, that's smart. I can't be mad at that.
Ooh. I actually thought that was mud.
Yeah, so did I. Oh my god. That's... Oh, shit. Okay, that one was on me. Alright, so I need to find a doctor now.
Come, see what I've got.
Hats. You have hats.
Take a look.
Okay, what do I got that I can toss here? Let's see here.
Farewell.
Okay. Got nothing over here. What do we got over here? We have stalls with no proprietors. That's what we have. I'm not all that certain what those are supposed to be.
I realize why she runs around acting like she's gonna shoot something. It's because you have your weapon out. Wow, that kid just like absorbed her.
This isn't giving me market vibes.
Yeah, you know, I thought there'd be a few more merchants.
Yeah, a market seemed to imply a market.
Sorry there.
Oh, what the fuck ever. Let's go find this person.
Part of the reason I'm surprised there weren't more people there is I've already been surprised just how many merchants there are in this game everywhere. And to have a place be like, man, we got the stalls, it's called Market, and it has like one chick selling clothes. It's kind of weird. But I mean, I guess when you're that culture, is all you need is a hot topic, and that's
Nice
it.
to meet you. I'm Raymond, although most around here call me.
Straight to business, fantastic. It's actually pretty simple.
There's a cache of guns in a police station in Lewisham. You hop over there and fetch them for me. Sound doable? Or even throw in a monkey and make it worth your while. Game? Sign your endorsement.
Am I insane, or was he like not talking to you there?
You were clearly insane.
Ah, okay.
Go into dungeon, or go into dungeon. Get treasure. Bring treasure back to me. Okay.
Only in video games can you make the players actually give the treasure to the person who asks for it.
I mean, how valuable would a cache of guns be to anyone? Affiliated or unaffiliated?
Yeah. The reason dungeon masters don't like evil characters is because when they give them a artifact and they're like, well, if you try to use it, it'll make you evil, and be like, but I am evil.
I thought you were supposed to be talking me out of this.
Of course, I think something that got lost, and I know they kind of went back to this, and I'm not sure what it's like right now, but with artifacts is, you know how like evil artifacts, well, it'll take you over. It's like, Dungeons and Dragons, good artifacts will do that shit too. It'll twist you. Do good! Suddenly you'll be like, no, killing orcs is serious business.
Fourth edition talks about that a lot.
Well, about how watch out about pick up that +3 sword of red dragon slaying, because they'll be like, I heard there's a red dragon, we have to kill it.
So,
Oi, mate, watch where you're going. Come on.
in 4th edition, every artifact is intelligent
Oh,
and trying to impose its will upon you.
sounds dangerous.
Like, all of them. So even things that were like just really high end magical items in previous editions were turned into like artifacts. Like, I'm trying to think of.
Isn't like at that point, even by 3rd edition, the Staff of the Magi was an artifact, right?
Yeah,
It didn't used to be.
I do recall now that they broke them up into like minor and major artifacts in 3rd edition.
So like the Staff of the Magi would be like, no, you gotta listen to me, bro. That would make it a lot less worth picking up. It's like, well, you can cast all these spells, but... So what would it want you to do? Do you think it would be a neutral one?
I'd have to look.
It's too early.
Come.
I'm too
Because believe it or not, there's not like a lot that are in. I think those are in the player's handbook.
Okay.
Actually, those might be. No, those actually might be in the Dungeon Master's Guide. I don't remember. But, yeah, it was kind of. was hoping it would tell me which one of these I need to go to.
Over to talk about.
Oh man.
Any more of these?
I'll grab one more. Look, I should come here.
Forgot there's horses in this.
That are actually dogs.
It's a little unsettling to see them, not because they act like dogs, but just because horses are just not the kind of creature that's in Fallout games, if that makes any sense. I know there's cows and other things like that. It's not that there aren't four-legged creatures, but horse specifically, it's like... It definitely is something that I always notice and doesn't seem to fit in.
Yeah.
In previous Fallout games, I guess that may be the wrong way of wording it, but I guess official Fallout games, are there any useful animals other than dogs and Brahmin?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I'm sure there are. I don't know them though.
So I'm not saying there's nothing else you could hunt, but there's nothing else that's like, I don't want to say allied with humans, but like, I guess that humans utilize other than hunting.
I don't see chickens.
Yeah.
And I don't see...
Yeah,
I don't
there's
see
no, like,
other
sheep or anything like that.
I don't see a whole lot of beasts of burden. Now you see Brahmin, and
Yeah.
Brahmin are used to pack stuff around with by the caravans.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't.
Like human don't even domesticate deer or anything like that, right?
I don't know that you can. Can you domesticate deer?
To a certain degree. I mean, like the I know they do it up like north and stuff, like reindeer.
Okay.
Like, and I know some of those are just like herds or whatever, but like, I've seen them in like whatchamacallit. And I guess by domesticate, I don't necessarily mean like on the level of like a dog, but more would be more like cows or something.
Okay.
Maybe less so than cows. Maybe more like goats or something. You know what I mean? But like,
Dear friends, I know
or emus, like,
outside can be harsh and
you know. Okay, I mean like, you know, we've talked about before. You know, pigs will eat you, right? But there's a difference between wild boar and domesticated pigs.
and animals.
You know what I mean?
We must protect ourselves from outsiders, but not with violence.
Holy fuck, it's Malfurin.
We must remain calm and tranquil in the face of danger. We must practice meditation and yoga to strengthen our... Well. Look who has come to visit old Gordon.
I don't think I've ever seen a ghoul with so much facial hair.
Well, my friend, I'm a mutant. A tree man. A mutant with the ability to move and communicate like a human. It's not exactly a common sight, but I like to think I make the wasteland a little more interesting.
That is for damn sure.
I inquire as to what has brought you to our humble settlement.
Let's see here. These are the most...
So you can either be like, will you give me a quest, or see ya. But in like 18 different ways.
Okay. Okay.
It should either, this should, your choices should literally be quest with a question mark or leave.
Okay. So, I did not disagree when a lot of fans called out Fallout 4 for oversimplifying dialogue trees. Okay? And, I wanted something more robust as well. But literally 3 of these options are the same thing. The
Yeah.
exact same thing. Lead to the exact same thing. And it's just like, how hard do I need to roleplay this character?
Well, yeah. Well, you know, it's funny because I'm by no means saying the complaint against 4's talking system isn't valid, but in a lot of ways, it's like some of the problems with Final Fantasy 13, and that it's being unabashedly gamified. You know, it's not that little bit of pretending to make you not see the, you know, just raw game of it. You know, it's like,
No, okay, and I get that. And I even agree with that. I just... How far do you have to take it in the other direction?
oh yeah. Well, okay, that can be disengaging as well. I mean, okay, think about it. You were a little more immersed in talking to this guy until you saw just how ridiculous your options for interacting with him were, weren't you?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like... I mean, you realized that I cannot have any kind of real conversation with this guy.
Yeah.
You know, like,
That's where they've been spotted the most.
if there were literally 3 simplified versions of those options.
I appreciate your willingness to help, whether you agree with the mission or not. If you take care of these dryads, you'll make the area safer for everyone. Thank
I mean, one of the problems with getting too into the idea of these
every day that is
dialogue trees is whoever's writing it is always going to really limit you on the way it can even go. You know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, would you be surprised if there was any way dialogue could go with him that didn't either lead to him liking you less or liking you more? It actually having some result, but not necessarily one of those two.
No, I didn't read anything there that would have really made any sort of factional change.
I can't even remember why you're here.
I was trying to get somewhere else, and I fast traveled here.
Ah, where is this?
This is the airport that I went into that I got the shit kicked out of me.
Oh yeah, that wasn't like somewhere you needed to go, you just popped your head in, right?
Yeah. Okay, so how do I get on the other side of this wall? Not in that.
Look over to the right. Like, well, that's your left, but I thought I saw, like, over the wall a little bit, like, some of it was, like, go back a little bit over that way, like, can you actually see over the wall a little bit here? Okay, the brake's not as low. Oh, wait, maybe you can walk through there. Ah, no, I thought it might be a slope, sorry. Looks slopish from a distance.
This is a tease.
You know, when I have to use buildings you can't go into, I try to not make them have doors. I know that might sound silly, but like, if a building doesn't have a door, sometimes you can look for it and be like, man, where's the fucking door? But like, it always, I think, is less frustrating for players if there isn't what looks like I should be able to go in here. You know what I mean? But I might be wrong about that.
Not everything has to be engaged with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Sure.
So is he saying he's one of what they are?
No, he said he was a mutant.
Okay.
He's a mutant that's a walking, talking tree. Hold up. I'll be right back. I'm back. Clearly.
Don't let them befuddle you.
So was it the tree guy who wanted you to kill these dryads?
Yep.
Why did he say he wanted you to get rid of them?
Yeah, because they're dangerous and crazy.
Okay. Is he the only person who's really talked about them so far?
No.
Okay.
I've had a couple people that have been like, hey, could you go clear this out? I'm like, okay.
I'm just not sure if they're like plants or if they're people who've been taken over by plants.
Welcome back, my friend. I wasn't expecting you so soon. Have you come back to bask in the glory of our humble settlement? I'm so glad that you've been able to help. Those dryads were causing a lot of trouble for travelers trying to get to the airport. Happy to see things are a bit safer now. Thank you, though. It's good news either way. We can't have them preying on our people like that. And I must say, I am sad to see those dryads go. I always considered them like my kin. Aggressive kin, but kin. But I knew they had to be dealt with one day. But that's what troubles me. The aggression. They were never normally that bad. Something has changed. You see, there is a laboratory below our settlement, where I was mutated into this form. I fear that something has happened down there, something that has caused the dryads to act out of character. May I ask for your help again, my friend? I need you to go down there and investigate.
I think it's an angel lab.
For the lengthy story I'm about to give, my friend. But I believe it's important to understand the history of our settlement and the events that have led up to the current situation. I was there when the issue started. My partner and I. We both worked for the Ministry of Information. We had agreed to work on a project designed to help the war effort. We had spent long hours in the lab with the sole goal of trying to reverse engineer a Garden of Eden creation kit that the government had found, confiscated from the Americans. We worked together in the lab for years, experimenting with the Garden of Eden creation kit. We were so close, not just as colleagues, but as partners, in every sense of the word. But then, the unthinkable happened. The project went terribly wrong, and the kit exploded. I was turned into a tree, and my love, me didn't make it. I miss him so much. Every day, I feel like a part of me is missing. But I know he would want me to carry on, to keep living, and to keep fighting for what we believed in. That's why I need your help to uncover the truth about what really happened in that lab. While I don't think that my partner's death and the explosion are what is causing the dryads to turn more hostile, something has clearly changed in their environment. And since I believe the lab is the cause of it, it's the most logical place to start. I'll do whatever it takes to find out, to get to the bottom of this, and find out what really happened. The lab is located deep in the forest, near the old abandoned ruins. Be careful. The area is heavily irradiated.
you're just gonna have to kill.
You ever seen that episode of Batman Beyond where there was that guy who was basically like part of that wall because of some like industrial accident or whatever? He was like controlling the ground to become like monsters and stuff. I was just thinking, are we gonna go down there and his boyfriend's gonna be like some guy like who's part like grown out of some tree and he's like, they represent my rage against humanity. That's my guess.
Great news. Thank you for your assistance.
I think I've told this guy twice I'll take the job. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, how the hell am I supposed to get in here?
So is this the guy who signs your petition?
No. No, that's just something I stumbled across trying to get to the thing that I have to do to get my petition signed.
Okay.
That was just a happy accident thing.
I forgot you're going after like treasure for some like hipster guy, right?
Guns.
Ah, okay.
Which, again, I would say is treasure.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here.
I mean, are the two main definitions of treasure something you could use to buy what you want, or what you would buy if you had money to buy it? Because I was thinking, is that why it works? Guns as treasure and stuff like Borderlands. It's like, well, if this was money instead, I'd be using it to buy guns.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's some kind of exclusion zone.
Hey.
Hello.
Well, I'm trying to find...
We're doing alright.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a way into here. I'm wondering if I've got to come from this way? But this is like where all that crazy stuff is with the canyon people.
Oh, with like the lava and stuff?
Yeah, so I'm just thinking there's got to be another way over there.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Trapped myself. Yeah, there we go. No?
That's what I was saying. I don't know if I'd say that too.
Didn't quite catch what it was.
I mean, we play a lot of games on here. I mean, there has been a lot of Elden Ring recently, but I don't know. What would you say we play the most?
Well, we have done a fair amount of Final Fantasy recently.
Yeah.
We've done quite a bit of Fallout recently.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. It would probably be Elden Ring, because you do a lot of that. Oh. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
moving away from it.
You know that block of text there? I saw one of those recently during a stream I was doing that only stood out to me because where it said instead of fantastic it was homie. It's like, hey, homie streamer. Yeah, it's like...
These ads just get lamer and lamer.
It's like, that's not even the proper sentence structure for homie. Yeah, that goes on around here.
I really hope I don't have to walk around this. Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes.
It's funny because the intercom implies there's someone on the other side opening this for you, but like some of these places is like, who? Not only do you go over there and there's nobody over there, but it's like, who's opening this? Like when you go over to somewhere that's just full of cough and there's just dead bodies around, and it's like, who did you talk to on intercom?
Yeah. No. I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk in the mornings. Well, that's what I started doing this week. And he does a lot of Elden Ring in the evenings. Random stuff.
I've been working on Breath of Fire recently.
Oh, you. Got a wager for you.
Okay.
Wow. Right then, funny cunt. 1,000 tickets says you can't do this. Simple premise. You take this sack to the top of that tower. If you survive, you keep all the ticks in the footlocker up there. If you don't, well then, it's quite obvious that I win. You game?
What?
this like a movie reference or something I'm just not getting?
It's a possibility. Oh, wait. No. Okay, yeah.
Now, have you got the foggiest idea what's going on in here, or what? Basically. Fat nose. Just the heaviest shit around here that I could find. Basically useless junk. See? Now that's the spirit. Now, do you understand the bleeding rules, or don't you? You make your way there and get a sack to the other tower. If you survive, you win. If you don't, I win. Now, if you backtrack and don't immediately do it, I'll kill you. If you bend the rules, or I think you're bending the rules, I'll kill you. If you forget where you're going, I'll kill you. In fact, you're gonna have to work very hard to stay
I don't know.
alive.
We just don't.
30 seconds to pick it up and get moving before I start shooting. Don't
Oh
worry.
shit. Where am I
As soon as you
supposed to?
start proper, I'll give you some
Who's
leeway
the
to get
sick?
my motherfucker. It's something. Right.
Stop them! Shoot them! Kill them fucking dead!
What's that?
How much weight am I over here? Oh, I'm not. Okay.
You have a special heavy sack.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
Wait till I set my bodyguard on you!
Fortunately, backhoes don't count as cars, and so they don't blow up if you shoot them.
Yeah, I can do that shit back.
That's the antidote, sir. I don't
Man. She's got a fairly decent gun.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh no. Oh no!
Does he have some kind of energy weapon?
Yep. And it's a legendary.
Yeah, I saw that, but the energy weapon just kind of makes him more dangerous because the way it's protected against. Oh wow. Guess not.
No, that was still terrifying. Because, you know, he could move faster than me, so there was the whole... He could just outpace me.
Yeah. So you're supposed to go that way that arrow was pointing?
Oh. Well, you know, I gotta get all the shit off their bodies, right?
Yeah. I don't know if this quest is gonna end in you fighting that ghoul guy or being like, will you follow me? I only say that because in this they don't seem to ask to follow you, you seem to ask to follow them. I don't mean you, but the, you know what I mean, like
yeah.
the protagonist. There's been a couple times when that's been an option, I'm like, I don't know what led to that, but okay.
You know, it's a good thing that I've taken all this toughness and endurance, or this would be fucking impossible. I was kind of getting tired of him walking away. Oh no. No, can't go up that. Oh my god.
What do you think is better? Enemies having, in a game like this, having unlimited, like, supplies? Or, like, when they run out of grenades or bullets, they run out and have to run up and start punching you or something?
I would like to loot the thing they threw at me. So that becomes more of a thing of, I guess, getting better. I guess I would prefer them running out of resources.
Oh.
I did not actually think that I was going to get 1,000 caps for that, but I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go kill a whole bunch of fucking hooligans. Oh. Oh shit. Nope. I'll die from that.
Man.
That was on me.
Like, how far back do you think that'll put you?
Coming into here.
Oh.
That's what I think. Oh, I bet it puts me back at the I don't know, we'll see. Ah, yeah, right after we start this. Okay. Nah, I'm gonna skip this for now. I didn't really get anything out of that, so we're gonna move on. Ooh, wait. Okay. Turn that. I thought I turned those on. Okay. I assumed I needed to go in here, but I wanted confirmation because I don't want to waste my time running in here and it's like, no, the other police station.
So who did he say would be in here?
Probably hooligans, but I'm just here for guns.
I was just wondering, like, you know, is it one of those, I don't know what's in there, but get those guns, or there's gonna be robots, but you said, is it like, yeah.
I'm feeling it's hooligans, because that's who's outside.
Okay.
Although the hooligans could be protecting super mutants inside.
See, in this one, super mutants are super clones, right?
I guess.
It is interesting to fight unarmed super mutants. I haven't done that since the first one.
I don't know.
Low-end super mutants will be unarmed and like unarmored, and well, I like the ones in this. They're tough and stuff, but like once you get over a certain level, they just like kind of aren't dangerous anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, the ones with armor and like, you know, flamers and stuff are. Just after going from 3 to the first one, it's crazy to see a whole group of them run up and then start trying to punch you.
Oh wow. Flanked him.
So what would you rather do? Let's say in Skyrim you had to have a maintenance cost for followers.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have it be where you, I guess, paid them on a regular basis and their just stuff was automatically upkept, or it's more like you have to repair their like armor and weapons and stuff like that? I know that that game didn't have repairing armor and weapons, but you know, stuff like that. Like you had to keep them up on ammo and like, you know, have...
Temple of Elemental Evil does this in a fairly decent way. You have to give a cut of the treasure to a follower.
So would you rather do it that way? So that's how Might and Magic does it. Not the people in your party, but the like you can have 2 hirelings.
That's how it is in Temple of Elemental Evil. You can have 2 extra people following you, and you got to give them like a percentage of the treasure. I do think that you have to keep track of their... I think you got to keep track of their ammunition and stuff like that, but I don't think you got to worry about like any other costs other than like resurrecting them if you need to.
But I guess I kind of mean, like, in the system I'm talking about, it would either be, like, if you just paid I guess if you paid them, they would keep themselves stocked on everything, but if you didn't, whatever all of that stuff was would be on you.
Yeah, this game I think does that.
Where usually you're supposed to keep them stocked if you want them to use a gun. That's what makes her special.
Yeah.
She's the only one that starts with a gun though, right? Doesn't everyone else have some kind of melee weapon?
I am just told that everyone isn't flagged with infinite ammo.
Okay.
That's all I know.
I'm not sure how it works in Skyrim because, like, they seem to have infinite, like, iron arrows, but sometimes it seems like other kind of arrows spawn in their inventory. Maybe that's just me being high level and then getting shot with Daedric arrows, and sometimes being able to use them because they're in their inventory for being shot. Yeah, like...
Yeah. Wait a minute. It wanted me to come out here, and now it's wanting me to go back in. What is going on here?
Well, you have other quests open, right? Or not open, but like...
I just missed something, I think. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Wow. It didn't take those out.
Nope. They're still around, you have to watch out. Might wanna, you know.
wasn't getting away from that.
What hit you? Was it a rocket?
A grenade.
The fuck was that?
Getting shook up over nothing.
Wow.
Oh, I thought I was selecting something else.
You can load.
Fucking quiet.
Or I could wait.
Oh. I thought it was more permanent than that.
Nope. Not in 4. Christ.
Hey, you're not bad at this. We've been traveling together a while now. I think it's time I asked you a crucial question.
Uh-oh.
Alright, here we go. Have you thought about what sort of psychic you want to be?
This is what I went with, so yeah, we're gonna do this.
You see, I've been thinking. Can you sing, psychic?
Yodel loudly.
If you stay still too long, I might have to start drawing on your face. Very funny. And what about poetry writing? I'll put you down as acceptable. Perhaps we can have some Homer and Euripides to polish you up. You see, ancient terminals, and even lurking in the shadows of the corridors of power. If you wanted normality, you've chosen the wrong hero to follow. Kira the treasure hunter will not be bound by convention, norms, established wisdom, or anything approaching common sense. Those are
I'm picking up on that.
through to the true secrets of the world. Snap the bars apart, tear through the locks, and snatch the treasure of truth from within. Aha! The future chapters of the adventures of Kira. There is much to come. I talk about the mystery of the gold bars for a start. Then there's the crown jewels begging to be nicked sometime. And the secrets of the monarchy to uncover. Not to mention aliens and angels and everything in between. Just you watch. The secret worlds sit before us. And Kira is here to crack them wide open. But one step at a time. We have other matters to settle first. Don't get too cocky. Just try to keep a note of all the amazing things I say or do. Alright? I appreciate it. Yes, Psychic? You're still in probation period, Psychic. I'll let you know if matters change.
See, the fuck was that?
I swear I must be living. What the hell was that?
Oh no! I did it again.
Quit lollygagging, Psychic. There's trouble ahead.
Oh shit. I am not bright.
You leave again?
I did, and then I started to walk away from the place.
Oh. So the gun's in like a locker somewhere? Or?
I guess they're probably upstairs.
I'm just wondering if this is going to be like a package of guns, or if it's going to be literally like, well, you have to bring these guns to him. As in, you know, these marked ones in this drawer.
Please don't make me do that. Oh, go.
You know not to use rifle with. That's the end, sister. All clear. Victory awaits.
Man. Ah. Oh, shit. I knocked my partner out before, you know, I realized who I was swinging on. Well, that's all it was.
Okay. Part of it is silly to me about walking up to her and her being like, well, I guess one of the first things even being, can I join you or whatever, but her being like, well, sign that if you join us and stuff, is like, who are you guys? Why would I be aware of you? Why would I walk in here randomly and be like, I want to join these people? I'm not trying to say they're unappealing or anything, but you know, it's like, they're just people. I mean, I didn't know they were a straight up faction until you went up and talked to her.
Well, some of the side factions aren't talked about a whole lot in the intro.
Okay, but have you ever run into a bullet? Aside from that one time they helped you kill a monster? You know, like, I've never seen them fight anybody or have a beef with anybody or be cool with anybody other than you.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else has interacted with somebody else in some way. You know, they shoot hooligans or, you know, ignore hooligans or something. You know what I mean? Like, hooligans may not be the best example, but you know what I mean. You usually walk into an area and two groups are fighting each other, but like,
Well, okay.
Like, are they the bad guys? Like, what's his name is, by the game standards, a bad guy, and you probably could have joined up with him. Probably not at this point since you've joined his allies so hard, but if you got to talk to him first, do you think you could have been on his faction and had a whole different encounter with the prince?
Maybe. Maybe.
Part of the reason that made me think of that is the way he talked to you after you did a quest to him. Like, he could have known you better than that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling it's mostly you don't have that kind of dialogue with him because you joined the other side. I'm not saying I don't understand why they do it or why the game goes that way, but I'm just thinking about how, you know, one problem I have with New Vegas is it really undermines my opinion of all of the factions that as soon as you gain, like, the chip, they, like, have this sycophantic, like, hey, buddy, we don't hate you anymore, would you mind joining our side? It, like, makes the Legion and the NCR both seem weak. Like I said, I get it. I get the power that, you know, the character holds, but, like, I'd respect them more if they tried to kill me, maybe? Like, either of them, you know?
How's it going? Excellent. Great work. Now here's your signed endorsement as promised. People of Camden owe you. Actually, come to think of it.
Man, I sure gotta go around and get a lot of signatures from people.
Spare this.
Yeah.
Good as it is.
Just to get one signature, I gotta go around and get 2 other signatures. The Clash. Ha. Okay.
Like I said, the most evil thing he's done so far is hide behind a wall of bureaucracy.
Had an absolute skinful last night. Rock system gin. It was tasty.
Like, when he was like, go explore the wasteland, I thought that was like just trying to nudge the player, not like, no, you're literally gonna have to go fucking do that. I am curious now what the forgery path takes. Because I'm not that saying that would have been shenanigans, but like at this point it couldn't have been as much as all of this. I'm not saying it would have been cheap. I'm just saying that, you know, like...
So you have to get examples of their handwriting, and that's the part that I'm like, okay, how do I do that?
Yeah.
Where can I find that stuff? What do I need to do that? You know what I mean? And it, as far as I can tell,
I would guess, my guess when he said it would be a combination of going into their rooms and finding their like diaries and shit, or like orders they wrote, or like raiding mailboxes or beating up mail couriers or something. I don't know if there is a post, although he did mention letters.
okay. So here's where we're gonna take a break.
Ah.
It's been long enough. We're gonna go grab foodums and then like real food. No, realer food. I mean, we are poor. So anyway, we'll be back in a little while.